Yeah, I know on Sunday you said when asked about the deep ball, you just want to win. Today, same thing. But as a guy that plays your position, like a quarterback, does it get irksome that people are even asking?
Yeah.
You can do it?
Because you're only asking me because of my shoulder. How about this? You talk to the defensive coordinator for Tampa and don't think I can throw the ball over 20 yards and see how far that gets you. How about that?
Hut!
Cam Newton seemed irked on Tuesday with all the questions concerning his arm strength after he attempted only one pass of 20 yards or more in Sunday's loss to the Rams. Now Newton is confident in his short game. Christian McCaffrey, who Cam believes can have 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season, is a big reason why. But Newton insists the deep threat is still there. He almost dared reporters and opponents to think otherwise. Tampa Bay coach Bruce Arians, he believes the deep ball is there as well, and he doesn't want to find out on Thursday night.
Dennis Rodman in a nightclub ordering milk. That's the kind of guy he was.
The players around him, they sensed that he was different.
I sensed a lot of fear, but I just thought he was sweet and innocent. Just a really tender, gentle soul.
It was disarming. It was charming. There was something sort of magical about this kid who was just a big piece of clay at the time.
It's just my determination to want to do it and the desire. It's the heart, my heart. I just want to do it so badly, and here I am, and I'm still here, and I'm hopefully be here for a long time.
He was not ready. I'm going to be honest, he was not ready for this really cruel world.
He's a Basketball Hall of Famer and the subject of the new ESPN 30 for 30 documentary. Dennis Rodman here with us on SportsCenter. Good to see you, my man.
How you doing?
The film moves chronologically through your life, so I figured that would be a good way to do this, where we can just get your reaction to things that we see. Let's start with your upbringing in Dallas. How did that shape you as a person?
Well, as you can see, I guess a lot, so nails, but I'm pretty much the same person, but you say 45 years older. That's about it. But inside I'm the same person, kind of a shy guy.
So you get to southeastern Oklahoma, and then a few years later, there you are in the NBA. But I don't think a lot of people know. I didn't know that you were 26 when you got to the NBA, but still 26. Very shy.
Very shy still.
And now you're into this whole new world. What was that transition like for you?
It was very different. No one prepared me to do or to be an athlete in the NBA.
Yeah.
In a little town, 14,000, going to 14,000, like maybe 1 million people, and all of a sudden you throw me into the wolves.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to act, how to think, how to breathe, how to dress, or anything as far as professionalism.
Yeah.
But I learned very quickly,
Then in the film, when they show you when you win the Defensive Player of the Year,
okay.
Now I followed your whole career. Right. I never have seen you smile like that. I mean, you were giddy.
Right.
Do you remember what that felt like when you were honored as Defensive Player of the Year?
I just felt like that I accomplished something so important to me, because I believe if you're going to do something, do it real well.
Yeah. And
go all out and give you 120%. For me to go out there and knowing the fact that I didn't let my teammates down, I didn't let the city down, and I wanted it so bad that I worked for it. Mm-hmm. I didn't just go out there and say, okay, give it to me. I worked for that. And I just love being in Detroit because they gave me a purpose to live and a purpose to strive.
Then you get to Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
And there's equal amounts on-court success and just craziness off the court.
Right.
Are you surprised that you were able to survive that lifestyle that you had in Chicago?
And again, you guys should watch this 30 for 30. You go see. You should watch it because I can't explain it as you're going to see.
40 shots of Jägermeister.
Oh boy.
And then went to practice the next day or a game the next day.
Boy, I used to do things people wish they can do, but I survived that. I used to do. I used to play the game, ride the bicycle, work out after the game, go to Gibson Steakhouse, then go to a club, strip club first, then. Yeah. Bar, then go have about 10, 15, 20, 30 shots of Jägermeister, Coors Light, go home by 5 o'clock in the morning, get up at 9:30, go to practice, work out, do my job, and do it all over again the next day.
Another part people will be interested in is the relationship with Madonna. How did that?
That's got to go there.
How did that affect your life? I mean, look, it's a part of the story. It's a part of the Dennis Rodman story.
Part of the Dennis Rodman story. Yeah, I did Madonna. It was a great time. I think Madonna saw me as a kid in the candy store. I was trying to find my way.
Yeah.
She's already done it.
Okay.
And then she saw this young kid. When I was young, I was like maybe 30, 31. I was just coming out the box. I was coming out the shell. I was coming out the closet pretty much. And I think she saw a guy like, wow, he's very somewhat attractive, got a nice body. You know, besides all this is nothing. But I think she saw me coming out as being free. And I figured that was more attractive to her than anything else. And everyone said that she really created Dennis Rodman. As far as the persona, all the makeup, all the tattoos, all the piercings. And I'm like, no, I did Dennis Rodman myself.
I can't have you here and not ask you about Kim Jong-un. because no, when you think about it, you say, okay, now here's this country.
Can't help but to ask that question.
Here's this country on the other side of the world, a closed society.
Right.
Who is probably the last person who would ever get to visit that country and befriend its leader, Dennis Rodman? But then when you think about it, you're like, well, it makes perfect sense in the context of everything else about Dennis Rodman.
But just, I guess, a request from the Harlem Globetrotters. They was playing an exhibition game in North Korea. And it was one of those things where it just happened to be that Kim Jong-un loved the Chicago Bulls. And I still didn't know who he was. This short little Asian guy comes out, walks out, doing this stuff right here. I said, who is this guy? He said, that's our leader. I said, who's the leader? He said, that's Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
I said, I agree. I said, who is that?
I said, I got his name now.
I got his name now, but who is that? He said, that's Rudolph. That's the leader of our country. I said, I agree. A little short guy like this. And he comes over and sits beside me, and we start a beautiful friendship. And all he wanted to do was talk about basketball. So after that, we got a beautiful relationship as far as friends. But that's as far as it goes. We're just friends. That's about it. You know, politics, I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to do the same, keep doing what I'm doing. Just bring sports over there to see the world. Let the world know that, hey, I'm just all about sports and trying to connect two countries together. That's it.
Yeah. Well, it would make sense. Dennis Rodman saves the world. That would be a fitting end to the story, wouldn't it? I mean, fitting into the story. Dennis Rodman saves the world.
Save the world, man. Dennis Rodman, of all people.
First, though, Dennis Rodman had to save himself. Coming up, he'll tell us about the most trying time in his life when he considered taking his own life and why.